Just looking at the winter colour down Broad Street. Still more to come yet, but the main ones are these trees when they go. Not quite, one's there's nearly gone, but these are something special when they all go together. Well, fun and games down West Street. It's now moved on. This garage here though was reported last week. They normally get 10 customers a week, a day, sorry. And last week I only had 3 customers. So it's killing the bloody businesses down here, stone dead. Well, they have moved on further up the road. Let's go and see what they're cocking up this time. So basically all they've done is redo all the flags. On each corner. And basically that's all they've done. They were supposed to put a speed up, but they forgot. So apparently they're going to do the speed ups all at once. Now they have got these bits in the corner which have got temporary on, and now they're sticking some rubber on. You can see that over there, that one, it says temporary. So they're now covering the town out with sort of a rubbery thing. So it's now moved down the road. I'm just talking to the guys doing the blind bit. It's a new thing. They're just sticking a bit of plastic on top of the tarmac, and then they're going to put a bit of resin on top of the plastic on top of the... Oh, very strange. And he didn't know why. Sometimes it's here and sometimes it's there. So you can get just about to the councillor's offices, and then it's the corner of Ford Lane that they're working up to. So whether they're going to put a hump in and remember to do it this time or not. They said they were going to do them all at once now, just to cover the cock up. So all they seem to be doing here is just that corner of Ford Lane. There's no other work at the moment anyway. Usual people sitting in the van doing now. So basically they're doing the same again. They're just re-putting down the flags on the corners. And it seems a bit of a muchness, because the flags are not that bad. You know, if they fix the bloody floods it'd be more use. Well, the car park, new car park's going mad. They've got 12 cars. 12! Wow! That's just on the ground floor. 12 all at once. Well, this fishing pond on West Street that we've highlighted for months and months, according to the contractors, they're not even going to do this. I mean, this is fatal. You take life in your hands going past and it splashes on the pavement. As soon as we get a frost, somebody's going to get seriously hurt. And we did show earlier in the video how they were putting these little black discs down and how to wax some resin on it. You can't actually tell the difference. You can still see the plastic. It seems to be the new way of doing it. It was contractors doing it, so whether the council are not capable of doing it. And we've still got temp here. Why that's temp I don't know. We've still got a grid and the water nowhere near the bloody grid. So weekend and West Street is sort of open. So all the barriers down there have gone. It says road closed here. On being weekend you can actually drive through, and people are driving through. So this is the next section, and we're all wondering if the councillor's going to get his floods outside his shop sorted. So there's a massive blockage on the corner of Ford Lane where the jiggering about. We've got lots of pristine numbers on the pavement where they've had the seismographic thingy, what's it down. I would assume they were doing the corners again, but they're not. So what has seemed to disappear is the crossing for the blind. Because instead of being up there, it was down here. And I've asked loads of people on these contractors and nobody knows why. Sometimes it's on the corner and sometimes they don't give a toss and don't put one at all. We've got some nice toilets. So we'll see what fun and games come next week. And Morton Road's always a lot of nice autumn colour, and today's no exception. All the way down we've got green tree there, but some lovely colours. So the only work they seem to be doing at the moment is on Ford Lane, so it's closed from here, the betting office really, down to the motorbike shop, and they're just messing on this corner. So you can't get down Ford Lane. You can get down some of the side streets, and that's about it. Well, the new Total Tiles UK shop is not open yet, but they've got all the tiles in, so that should be opening any time. Why Vincent the Barbers and the tailoring services are closed on a Monday morning, I don't quite know. Well, the MP was advertising for staff, £30,000. Then he said everything was in place and all was good, and now he's advertising again for the same staff at £30,000. So is he going to have somewhere for Crewe, or is it abandoned us and gone to Rantwich? Well, it's total gridlock in Crewe, trying to get to Earl Street. The cars are parked all the way down the corner. Well, they're parked, stopped. Whether this is affected West Street, because it sends cars in different directions and puts a lot more pressure on other roads. It just goes all the way around the corner here. Well, the old library doesn't seem anywhere near finished. They've got the worm can out. Still got the white around the court. Presumably just take that off with the glass. But there's nothing. It's like High Street. There's nothing you can see that wasn't like this last week. Quite a few people wandering around doing it, aren't there? Well, a bit by the court, you can just see, because they've got it open to get some tarmac in, it seems to have been sort of doneish. It's probably up to these walls, or whatever they want to call them. But the rest of it's still buggering about and not doing anything, so if it's supposed to be finished at the end of October, they've got to be cracking on. We have got some the lights, presumably. They're ready to go in. And they're all down there trying to roll out some plastic. But there's this side, there's nothing visible at all. big ditch they're doing here. I don't know what they're doing with that, putting plastic down. Perhaps for more floods. Perhaps having floods by design. So this bit seems to be reasonably well finished. We've got flower beds there with no flowers in. We've got the lights. We've got the roadway. And that appears to be parking. So that bit's sort of done. Still got the white on the courthouse. Come round a bit, we've got that walls. So you could roughly say this section's finished. Well, Cheshire East announced last week that the car park is taking £75 a day. Whoa! Talking to staff on site, if you can hear me over this stupid bloody motorbike, the average is 12 cars, the maximum they've ever had is 25. Now it might take £75 a day, but what are the costs? Is it running at a loss? It's got all this lights on. They do have security on, which does share with the bus station, so there's a cost there. One of the biggest costs is the fact that they've got to have this emergency number manned, so when somebody gets trapped, which often happens because the scanner breaks or the lifty uppy things break, so if they're making any money it'd be very surprising. I tend to think that 75 quid they're actually losing money at that. Certainly not making a bloody fortune, are they? I mean, a normal car park, there's nothing to it, is there? There's no running costs with all these lights. Even if they're low energy lights, there's a hell of a lot of bloody lights. And if you take security costs and halve it, and then somebody on the end of the phone, question if it even breaks even. The old graffiti artist has been busy at work. Well, can I just ask these graffiti artists, if you're going to do something, do it so we can bloody read what it is. So that looks like Con S. What the hell that is, I don't know. But come on, let's bloody do something we could read. And this tanning centre's long since been open. Not been open for years. We had that fire alarm that was going for years and years. That's interesting. Down West Street, the two boarded up shops. One's now got nothing on it. They've totally demolished it. The discount cleaning shop apparently has now taken over those two as well, so it's going to be one big shop. Well, the Crozy club seems to be alright. They haven't ripped anything off this new boarding, unless they've done it round the back. Now, I have heard a rumour that somebody is actually taking it over and going to reopen it as a club, but that's unconfirmed at the moment. Yeah, I think these broken windows were from before, so it doesn't look as though anybody's been in since they've done it. Possibly they've smashed the windows since then. Oh, spoke too soon, didn't we? So they've obviously ripped this open, but they don't seem to have got any further than that. That one's also been, the lock's been broken. So whether anybody's actually got in, but they certainly had a go at it. Well, High Street once again Still can't see any progress. They're still making these whatever they are either side to stop the Russian tank. Still got the flat bit of ground which looks like it's going to be a road, but no tarmac or anything on it. They've put all this black plastic on the old Mets. We've still got that big pit in the middle. Well, again from last week we can't go, wow, look at that, they've done that. So it seems to be taking a long time for what seems to be a fairly simple job. Well, the youth club thingy, what's it? They've gone Tokyo OTT putting this boarding up. Now they're supposed to finish this in June next year. Emphasis on the word supposed to. And why they haven't sort of done that corner up there, whether they left it for me so I can film them, I don't know. But it does seem very excessive. Instead of just putting a barrier down the middle as well, isn't it? Quite what that's for. Double barrier. So they've not actually started any building work. And when they do this mural, will it be covered by the building, or is the building just in that top end? We'll have to wait and see. And by Mill Street it's totally gridlocked. The traffic's backing up all the way past Tesco. Whether this is a result of West Street, because that's sort of causing a knock-on effect. It's making a lot of noise down here. Now doing the other side, if you can hear me. It's the same thing, they've got this great big sucky thing. Side, this wall looks quite posh from this side. Like what the purpose is another matter, but it does look posh. It's all sort of Lego building, yeah? And they put sort of carpeting or something over the toilets as I keep going it. Well, they've now got down West Street one of these vacuum pumps that sucks everything up. Seems to be the latest craze. They've now moved into the middle of the road with the diggers. Not actually doing anything, asleep, but they have moved. They're doing the corners again. Same system that's down there where they going to put the bits of plastic, so they're moving where it used to be back to the corner. What everybody can't make any sense of it is either end they've got a van with two people sitting there twiddling their thumbs doing nothing on the odd chance that somebody wants to unblock the road for a minute. So we've got like 4 people doing that. Well, assuming this is Crewe Town Council again that are doing this, we've got the poppies. Obviously for Remembrance Day coming up soon, all the way down, and all the lampposts. It'll soon be Remembrance Day, and we do always do a special video of Remembrance Day for the war vets that probably can't get to the Remembrance Day anymore, and give them the experience even if they can't get. So look out for that. I don't know what's happened to this mystery quest, because they were sort of here doing it up. Nobody's seen them for weeks. I was talking to some council staff, said, well, yeah, we've not seen them. And I thought, well, you come out of the pub and do a bit of axe throwing might not be the best sort of idea that they've ever had. I just noticed this, I don't know whether they call it a motorbike or a car, but some fancy bit of kit this is. Maybe you need a motorbike or a car licence to drive it, but it looks as though it might actually go a bit. I don't see many of them about. Well, an update on the Crozy Club. I was talking to two enforcement officers from around the town, and they said they came across about 14 school children in school uniform inside smashing it up. So it wasn't the homeless, it was school kids. They rang the police. 25 minutes later, still no sign. So I don't believe the police even attended. I mean, the kids were in danger because there was glass everywhere, they were smashing everything up, but quite why the police wouldn't come, we don't know. But people were saying it was a homeless, but apparently it's school kids in the bloody school uniform. Bless the cotton socks. I don't know how clear you can see this, but they've been buggering about with the car park. And can you spot anything, what they've done? You see all the lights. And then no lights. So apparently they've managed to turn off the lights up there if there's nobody in, and just got this bottom row of lights and one on the lifty thingy there. So they have tried to save a bit of money by turning 50,000 bloody lights on. They're supposed to have made some changes to the emergency contact where it can now go to a mobile, because that was one of the biggest expenses. If the scanner fails and you can't get out, you ring this emergency contact, so somebody's got to be on call, which is very expensive, especially on a Sunday, which is when they can open it on a Sunday. You can see quite clearly the lights. No lights.